Hello, and welcome to the podcast. My name is Lucas, and today we're here to review the second Test match between West Indies and South Africa. West Indies, South Africa, two-test series. First test was played last week. South Africa won that test match. Sorry, it was a draw. Sorry, a drawn test match due to rain, which washed out majority of the days. This test match was a little bit different. The rain did stay away. But this was a very short test match, dominated by the ball on the first day. Recapping it, South Africa won the toss. They decided to bat first on what seemed a good pitch up in Guinea. Pitches there is suitable for seam bowling. South Africa did make a change. They dropped Ngidi for Mulder, who came into this team. They thought his bowling would suit the conditions of this test match. And that was a very good decision by South Africa, bringing Mulder in. Extraordinary 17 wickets fell on day one, just dominated by the ball. South Africa did make a okay score of 160. It looked for a while that they struggled to even get 100. Some late hitting by Berger managed to get them over the line. Christian Stubbs made a start. Benningham, Paidet made some runs, but it was really dominated by Shamir Joseph, who was absolutely fantastic. Picked up 5 wickets, 5-wicket haul, his first 5-wicket haul in the Caribbean. Was absolutely fantastic, dominating. Jordan Seals picked up 3 wickets also. He was fantastic and just went through South Africa, went for 160s. West Indies were not as impressive. Top order problems. Mulder just whipped through their lineup. He eventually also picked up a 5-wicket haul. Berger picked up a couple of wickets. Maharaj took some wickets. Just looked like, again, West Indies would not make 100. But their tail did wag. Hurricane Jason Holder, in particular, made some big shots, made a Test match 50, his first 50 in 3 years. So he was very, very good with the bat, Jason Holder. And they managed to get to a respectable score, 144. Mind you, Aiden Markham dropped a very simple catch in the slips that could have made it a little bit better for South Africa. But West Indies, they managed to get all out for 144. So a little bit of a lead to South Africa. But I think drop catches, pretty simple drop catch by Aiden Markham. As I say, could have been a little bit better. Mulder actually picked up 4 wickets, not 5 wickets, so excuse me on that behalf. However, South Africa, a lead is a lead, I suppose. They did come out to bat. Aiden Markham has had a very poor series. Finally picked up a Test match 50 away from home. A lot of criticism of Aiden Markham's performances outside of South Africa. While he did have a very poor series, in my opinion, he made 50 in this match. Kyle Verreynne also made 50 in this Test match. De Zorzi made a start. Stubbs made a start. The tale of this series is going to be the batting, because there was a lot of players that made starts in this Test match. A lot of 50s, a lot of 60s, a lot of 30s. Unfortunately, there was no hundreds in this series, so that's a little bit disappointing. Both teams can work on. South Africa, they batted really well. Jordan Seals was very good with the ball in the West Indies second innings with picking up wickets. So West Indies had to chase 250 plus on a difficult wicket. Their chase did not start well. Their top order failed, which they did have done from this whole series. Their middle order picked up some runs. They tried to peg it back. Unfortunately, it was just too much to ask. De Silva made some runs in the second innings. But unfortunately, the top order did not make enough runs. Brathwaite, Hodge, just did not participate in any way with the bat this Test series. So very disappointing. So the right result was made. South Africa did win. They were the better team with the bat. In bowling friendly conditions, they were the better team with the batting. Their players made a little bit more starts, a lot more 50s. So I think South Africa were the deserving winners of this Test match. Problems for West Indies still arise with their batting. Their bowling is actually very good. Joseph is no doubt the future of their bowling stocks. The question is, will he play enough Test matches to warrant a good career? He's a fantastic bowler, but we know the problems with West Indies when it comes to Test matches. They don't play as many Test matches as other nations like England, India, Australia, which would be really a shame because he is a really good bowler. And if West Indies played the same amount of Tests as Australia, England, India, I am very sure he could easily pick up 200 wickets in his career. But time will tell if they'll play enough Test matches for him to be a really good bowler in the history of the game. Has potential. That's up to West Indies. Problems is their batting order. Their captain, Brathwaite, was very poor this Test match. Very, very poor. Also with his captaincy as well. It's been a problem with their top order. Their top order batting for West Indies has been a huge problem throughout the years. This series was no different. Just left too much to do with the middle, lower orders. Jason Holder, at his end of his career, shouldn't be bowling them out with the bat. So it's something that they need to address, whether it's domestically. Kyle Myers, for some reason, was not picked in this Test series. Now I know he was not selected. I think he was not selected due to form. Well, I don't know officially. I know he had some form problems in the Red Bull Domestic Caribbean series where he couldn't make a run. But I thought, he's a very valuable all-rounder to this team. Not just with the bat, he does pick up wickets. His average is actually very good, underrated bowler, in my opinion. He's not quick by any means. Bowls mid 120s, but he's a very underrated bowler. So I just think they get selection wrong. I think they're picking players on names, and not merit and not form. Joseph was a positive. Rorican was also another positive, made some runs with the bat, picked up some wickets. So there was a couple of positive for West Indies. On South African side, I think they have a good batting, good bowling lineup, but again, conversion rate is the problem. They have a very good batsman, in my opinion, in Tristan Snubs. He has a lot of potential, a lot of potential. Unfortunately, he is getting out the same way over and over again, which is a problem. He did start his career mainly playing IPL, mainly playing in the South African 2020 league, but he likes bat on ball, and on good pitches, it's more better to leave than to find bat on ball. I think there was 3-4 times that Stubbs nicked into the slips, chasing a wide delivery, a length right delivery that could have left, especially in bowling friendly conditions. Come on, there were 17 wickets taken on day one. So he needs to learn to leave. On pitches like this, it is better to leave than to actually play and hit a forfeit. As crazy as that sounds, but he is definitely one to watch for the future. Stubbs, not Snubs, Stubbs. So one to watch out for. Just needs to improve his technique. Just needs to be a little bit more temperament in his Test match batting. But there's no doubt he is a future. He can make a lot of runs for South Africa in the future. Aiden Markram, apart from the 50, very poor series. Just wasn't with it today. Wasn't with it this series. Again, another player that I think gets picked on name and not merit. So interesting with that. Bavuma, the captain, made a good start in the first Test match, but apart from that, his captaincy and his batting was really poor. A lot of low scores, made a duck in the first innings. Is he the right man to lead South Africa? From what I've seen, probably not. Rabada. Rabada's temperament got the best of him in this Test match. Yep, he was frustrated by a lack of drop catches. Yelling into the stump mic. Just needs to be a little bit careful with his history, unfortunately. I don't have a problem with it. If people want to yell abusive words in the stump mic, that's fine, as long as it's not personal towards a player, which is all good. It's all banter, isn't it, at the end of the day? But again, a tour, there's a lot of question marks. Should this be a 3-series Test match? No, two series Test matches. The first one was a draw by rain, and then it just leaves a bit of a sour taste, in my opinion. South Africa win 1-0. Kind of a waste of time, but again, that's something cricket boards need to address. But South Africa, they were the winners of this Test series. They win 1-0, draw in the first game, and won the second pretty easily. They were deserved winners. There was no complaints here from me. The better team did win. They were the better team all series, even with the draw and the rains. When there was cricket played in the first Test, South Africa were the more dominating side than West Indies. But yep, South Africa win 1-0. Best of 2 Test match series. So that's my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. You can follow me on Twitter at LucasR15Sky. Really do appreciate it. We've got some Test matches coming up. We've got England and Sri Lanka. We're looking to do a video for that one, so please stay tuned to the channel. And thank you very much. If you've got any questions, type them in below. I'll answer them personally myself. What you thought about this Test match? Who could have done better? Who was in your opinion, man of the match, man of the series? Incidentally, Maharaj was the man of the series, which I think he was the more solid player throughout the whole series. So he did picked up wickets in the first innings of the first match, second innings of the second match, and did pick up wickets in the second and second Test match, the first and second innings. Spun them to victory, picked up the final wicket. So I think he was deserved winner. He didn't do anything that special, but he was a more consistent player out of the whole Test match series. So no complaints there. But anyway, got any questions? Type down below. And we will see you for hopefully England and Sri Lanka, which is coming in late September, early August. We might do a couple of videos in between then, just to keep the channel running. But anyway, my name is Lucas, and we will see you on the next video. Thank you.